Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dr. Stone, which is Dr. Stone Season 2, or Stone Wars, which is on episode 7, or episode 31, or the overall total number of episodes, 24 episodes in the first season, we're up to the 7th episode of Season 2, or Stone Wars of Dr. Stone, and yeah. This episode right here was really tense. I won't deny the fact that I had to pause and take a break for a couple scenes because of what was happening in this episode, So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that after the opening here and there and everyone's reunited, we see to it that Senku's plan of lying to everyone using Lillian Weinberg's song along with the training by Nikki to impersonate Lillian's voice whatsoever. Oh my gosh, man, that was pretty hectic and tough. But eventually, Ukyo comes in. He just literally comes in and says, "Hey, what's up? What you guys talking about your phone whatsoever?" I'm like, oh man, this guy is a whole different level. Especially when it was Gen versus Ukyo, but Ukyo literally just saw through it right away with this super hearing, The guy's a sonar operated, and if you've been training your hearing for years on that kind of operation, guarantee of all life given to you, there's nowhere in heck you might find some nasty repercussions. And Ukyo says, "Hey man, the way after you sung and the moment I see your throat being a little still good, that seems a little off, don't you think?" I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, dude, that is just terrifying. But we see to it that Ukyo actually has a different side to him. And we get to know that that's the guy, which I had a feeling about, to give the battery to Chrome. And therefore, Ukyo tells Chrome, "Hey man, I'm going to tell you this. If you went to go rescue Chrome that way when he was still locked up, you would have been dead on the spot right away." And we have to it that Senku's like, "Well, you got 10 billion points right there. Nice job. So what's your deal, huh?" And we had to it that Ukyo ends up having to tell Senku what's up, And we get to know a little bit more about Ukyo along the way about his personality. And then he ends up asking him, "Hey, I've been keeping an eye on Yuzuriha for a while now, Because of his hearing, he knows he saw some rock rattles everywhere. But he ends up realizing that Yuzuriha was actually putting back together the pieces of the people who were broken by Tsukasa and possibly revive them later. And she hides them in the cave. And I will tell you the truth. That is not some simple feat at all, dude. I mean, broken pieces and you try to put them back as puzzles and you glue them back together. Doc, that is no simple, easy feat, man. That takes a lot of will and a lot of practice to even get through that kind of hell, No, seriously, Yuzuriha was gathering the pieces that were broken by Tsukasa of human beings and was putting them back together. And Senku believes that there's a still big chance that they could still come back alive, etc. I thought to myself, now that is no freaking serious, feat right there. That takes a lot of mental strength and will not to give up and to do all that. And Ukyo is convinced that Senku and his crew is trying to save all of humanity no matter what with the power of science. And we have to it that Ukyo ends up having to talk to Senku about the situation here and there, about what he's been doing, etc. And Senku's like, "Yeah, you are on point." And Ukyo ends up having to talk about his condition, He says, "I'm willing to be on your side, but you got one condition you need to fulfill. Nobody dies." So pretty much, don't kill anybody, Because we get to know about Ukyo that even though he has supersonic hearing whatsoever, he had a different side about Tsukasa when he saw him destroying a lot of stones or people, And he was pretty shocked about that. He was like, "Yo, what'd you do, man?" And of course, Ukyo, on the other hand, will always try to fight. Anytime he hears people fighting or arguing, he will try to break up the fight because he doesn't want anyone to die. He even states that he's a coward at heart. And honestly, when I look at it, he doesn't seem like a coward though he does seem like it, but he has a very, very good heart in the end, Because the way how he tells Senku, don't kill anybody. If you could do that, I'm willing to help you out all the way. If you even kill one person, however, that's total game over. But Senku's like, "Dude, you got it. You got this in the bag. We want to make this a bloodless siege anyway." As Senku made a promise to Kohaku's sister, saying that he wants to make this a bloodless siege, he won't he will like work hard to make sure no one will die, you know. And I thought it was really nice to see how Ukyo has a good heart. As for Tsukasa, he was given a lie by his subordinate where Yo ends up telling his subordinate, I died falling down the waterfall, and he ends up running away saying, I'm going to restart my life. I'm like, oh my gosh, that really sucks because Yo, that guy, he's a very good fighter when it comes to batons and all that. But he thought his life was over, and it looks like to me his mental, how am I supposed to say it? His low confidence or something about like punishments here and there really sucked. And you know, Tsukasa, he ends up going to Senku's grave and actually wants to bury him, you know, as an honor to remember Yo. But he doesn't really know that he's actually alive. He just ran away because he thought his life was over. As for Hyoga, you know, we get to know that Ukyo knows that Hyoga lied about like Senku about his men died by Senku's machinations, which is not true. We had to it that Ukyo knows that his men died through like poison gas whatsoever, and it was Hyoga's fault, you know. He kicked them down there, and etc. It's really sad to see how Ukyo realizes how messed up Tsukasa and Hyoga is, and he asked Senku like if you could do this without bloodshed, I'm willing to help you out all the way, you know. And he can't stand behind the fence or sit on the fence no more, etc. And we have to it that Senku finally gets his allies from Yuzuriha and Taiju back into the gang, you know? And that gives him a big advantage. As for Tsukasa, when he was trying to like dig a hole and bury Yo as a respect, he realizes Senku's phone, ends up pulling it, and realizes that Senku's been playing them from the start and that he's been working on this for a long time. Not to mention, you know, Ukyo, he did lie to Tsukasa a long time ago, you know, about like about the situation. So it looks like to me, Senku and his forces seem to be numbered, right? Seem to be going up, and of course they lied to a lot of people. There's no denying that, which really, really sucks. I am really saddened about that fact, but you know, it is what it is. But right now, Senku and the others finally get ready to start their raid and get back the Miracle Cave, you know? Get the Miracle Cave back, make gunpowder, and by that time they could like end it. They could like do this without a bloodless siege. They could stop without having to kill anybody, you know? And I get that. And I hope this works out well. But with Tsukasa and Hyoga realizing about Senku's phone, you know, they are already in trouble. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, but it's titled called The Final Battle. So in this episode, we get to know about Ukyo-chan, you know? His super hearing, there's no way in hell he could escape from that. The moment he knows what's up is knowing what's up. But he has a very good heart in the end. He calls himself a coward, but I think even so, he may be calling himself a coward, but he's a very good guy to the end. And I appreciate that. No wonder why he decides to side with Senku and help Chrome out or something, you know? And he knows Hyoga and Tsukasa are different creatures, and he knows Hyoga became a liar and told that his men died from machinations here and there, you know? Don't know what's really gonna happen next, but it's gonna like be one heck of a battle. You want to do this without any killing, which is a good thing, and that's another way how to handle that. But you know, Senku and his friends did lie to a bunch of Tsukasa's men and women, so it's gonna be a little ugly once they find out the truth. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can imagine the faces on there, man. They're so going to like get busted. But we'll have to see how that one goes, you know? Anyways, looking forward to the next episode called The Final Battle, etc. And so, yeah, looking forward to that. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.